Your job is what you are paid for, but your personal growth is what you are made for. Most people think that success is about working harder at their job, putting in more hours, grinding day after day. And yes, diligence at work matters. But there's a truth even greater. The marketplace will only reward you in proportion to the person you become. If you don't grow, your opportunities won't grow. If you don't expand your mind, your world won't expand. You see, your job will earn you a living, but working harder on yourself will earn you a fortune. Your skills, your discipline, your attitude, your habits. These determine the quality of your future far more than the time card you punch. People who only work hard on their job may survive, but people who work hard on themselves thrive. If you invest all your energy in your job and none in yourself, you become like a farmer who waters the field but neglects the seed. The soil might be ready, but without strong seeds, there will be no harvest. You are the seed, and your future is waiting for you to grow into it. So study more than you gossip. Read more than you scroll. Practice more than you complain. Build a mindset that can endure challenges, a discipline that refuses excuses, and a spirit that stays strong when others quit. When you become a person of greater value, opportunities naturally come knocking. People will pay for your wisdom, your creativity, your solutions, not just your labor. Don't settle for being paid for what you do. Strive to be rewarded for who you are becoming. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every habit you strengthen is a deposit into the bank of your future. And just as compound interest grows wealth, small, consistent growth in yourself multiplies into success beyond what any paycheck can measure. Remember, your job is temporary, but who you are becoming is permanent. Work hard, yes, but work harder on the unseen qualities that no one can take away from you. That's where true freedom is found. Your job makes you a living, personal growth makes you a life. That's a truth many people overlook. Too often, we get caught up in the day-to-day grind, thinking that the hours we put in and the wages we collect are all there is. And yes, your job is important. It pays the bills, it keeps food on the table, it provides security for your family. But if all you ever do is work at your job, you may earn a living, but you'll miss out on the fullness of life. Life is not just about survival, it's about expansion. It's about becoming more tomorrow than you are today. And that can only happen when you shift some of your effort away from what you do and invest it in who you are becoming. A paycheck can cover your expenses, but it cannot give you purpose, passion, or wisdom. Those come from working on yourself. The real measure of wealth is not just found in money, it's found in your growth, in your capacity to think, to create, to contribute. Your job might keep you busy 8 to 10 hours a day, but what you do with the other hours determines whether you simply make a living or truly make a life. If you spend that time complaining, scrolling, or wasting energy, then life will remain narrow. But if you spend that time reading, learning, building new habits, strengthening your character, then life begins to expand in ways that no paycheck ever could. Think about it, a job can be taken from you. Companies close. Positions change. The economy shifts. But who you become, that can never be taken. Your skills, your knowledge, your mindset, your values, these go with you wherever you are. That's why working harder on yourself is never wasted time. You're building something permanent. Personal growth is what allows you to see opportunities that others miss. Two people can work the same job, earn the same wage, yet one becomes wealthy in wisdom, influence, and opportunity, while the other remains stuck. The difference isn't in the job, it's in what they did with themselves beyond the job. Your life is shaped not by the tasks you perform, but by the person you become while performing them. If you want your circumstances to improve, you must improve. If you want your income to grow, your thinking must grow first. If you want your future to be brighter, then your attitude, your vision, and your habits must all become stronger. Life rewards growth. The more you grow, the more life opens up to you. That's why investing in personal growth is the best investment you will ever make. Buy the books, listen to the lessons, practice the discipline, and surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Every hour you spend improving yourself multiplies in value over time. The return may not show up instantly, but it compounds just like interest in a bank. Years from now, you'll look back and realize that the moments you invested in personal growth were the turning points of your life. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that your job defines your future. Your job is a tool, your personal growth is the foundation. Your job pays you for what you do, life rewards you for who you are. Work at your job, yes, but never forget to work harder on yourself. Because in the end, your job may give you a living, but your growth, your character, your wisdom, those are what give you a life worth living. The marketplace pays for value, and you become valuable by working on yourself. That single idea can change the entire direction of your life. Too often, people think that the marketplace rewards effort alone. How many hours you put in, how hard you grind, how busy you stay. But the truth is, effort without value does not earn much. You can work long, exhausting hours, yet remain stuck in the same place. Because the marketplace does not pay for time, it pays for value. And where does value come from? It comes from you. It comes from your skills, your knowledge, your attitude, your creativity, your discipline, your ability to solve problems. The more you develop these qualities, the more valuable you become. And the more valuable you become, the more the marketplace rewards you. If you want things to get better, you don't beg the marketplace to change, you change yourself. You cannot demand higher pay simply because you've been around longer or because you feel you deserve it. The marketplace does not respond to need, it responds to value. And the way you raise your value is by raising yourself. Learn more, do more, become more. Invest in your mind, sharpen your talents, discipline your habits. The person who keeps improving never stays at the bottom for long. Think about it, someone who reads, studies, and practices a new skill every day becomes far more valuable than someone who only shows up and does the minimum. Over time, the learner surpasses the complainer. The disciplined outgrow the distracted. The marketplace sees the difference. It always does. And it rewards accordingly. Working on yourself is not just about career advancement, it's about freedom. When you build value inside yourself, opportunities open outside yourself. You're no longer at the mercy of one company, one paycheck, one situation. You carry your value wherever you go. If one door closes, another will open, because people everywhere are looking for someone of value. This is why complaining about circumstances is wasted energy. Complaining never raises your value. Instead, take that energy and use it to grow. Ask yourself, how can I think better? How can I serve better? How can I contribute more? Because the person who asks those questions consistently becomes indispensable. The marketplace doesn't care about excuses. It doesn't care about who's to blame. It simply looks for value and rewards it. That means you hold the keys to your future. You don't have to wait for luck or hope for a break or depend on someone's favor. You just have to become more valuable. And that's something entirely in your control. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every discipline you practice adds to your value. Little by little, you're increasing your worth. And just like compound interest, those investments grow over time. One day, people will wonder how opportunities keep finding you, how doors keep opening, how success seems to chase you. The answer is simple: you raised your value. So don't just work at your job, work on yourself. Don't just chase the paycheck, chase growth. Don't just ask for more, become more. Because the truth is, the marketplace pays for value, and value comes from within. When you become a person of greater value, life has no choice but to reward you. Skills can be learned, but character must be built. Invest in both. That statement holds the secret to lasting success. You see, skills are what get you in the door, but character is what keeps you there. Skills can earn you opportunities, but character determines how you handle them. You can be talented, you can be smart, you can be highly skilled, but if your character is weak, sooner or later, it all crumbles. That's why the wise person doesn't just focus on developing abilities, but also on building strength within. Skills are visible. People notice them right away. They see your ability to sell, to speak, to lead, to organize. They measure those things and reward them. But character is invisible at first. It's the quiet discipline that shapes your decisions. It's the honesty that governs your choices. It's the consistency that shows up when no one is watching. And though it doesn't shine as brightly at first, character always outlasts talent. Think about how many people rise quickly because of their skills, yet fall just as quickly because of a lack of character. A sharp mind can win contracts, but only integrity keeps clients coming back. A persuasive voice can build a crowd, but only authenticity keeps people's trust. A high performer can climb fast, but without humility, pride eventually pulls them down. Skills are tools, but character is the foundation. Without the foundation, the tools don't matter. The good news is that both can be developed. You can learn new skills by studying, by practicing, by repetition. Skills are teachable. You can take a course, read a book, or find a mentor. But character requires more. Character is built in the daily choices, in the small acts of discipline, in the times you choose what is right over what is easy. It's built when you keep promises, even the small ones. It's built when you admit mistakes instead of hiding them. It's built when you push forward, even when quitting would be easier. Skills expand your reach, but character determines your depth. If you only chase skills, you might climb high but remain shallow. When you combine skills with character, you build a life that is not only successful but solid. And the world is always looking for people who are both capable and trustworthy. Talent without character creates suspicion. Talent with character creates influence. Invest in both. Don't just learn how to make a living. Learn how to live rightly. Don't just sharpen your abilities. Strengthen your inner core. If you're reading a book on business, also read one on wisdom. If you're learning how to earn more, also learn how to give more. Balance the external with the internal, because the two together create lasting value. The person who invests in skills but neglects character may succeed for a season, but storms will come. And when storms come, only character holds you steady. Skills may get you through the door, but character decides if you stay standing when the winds blow. Build the kind of person who can handle success, not just the one who can achieve it. So yes, go after skills. Learn them. Practice them. Improve them, they are important. But never forget that without character, they won't sustain you. Work on the unseen parts of yourself with as much effort as you work on the visible. Because skills can be learned, but character must be built. And when you invest in both, you not only rise, you remain. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by who you become. That one principle can completely change the way you see your future. Too many people are out there chasing success as if it were some runaway train. They run after money, after recognition, after opportunities. They chase it in desperation, hoping if they run fast enough, work hard enough, push long enough, success will finally slow down and let them catch it. But that's not how it works. Success is not caught, it is attracted. You attract success by the person you are becoming. Just like a magnet pulls things toward itself, your character, your skills, your mindset, and your habits pull opportunities into your life. If you aren't attracting what you want, the first place to look is not outside, it's inside. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Because your outer world will always reflect your inner world. Success doesn't respond to begging. It doesn't respond to need. It responds to value, and value comes from growth. If you become more disciplined, more knowledgeable, more consistent, more courageous, you naturally draw better things into your life. People want to work with you, doors open, opportunities come. Not because you chase them down, but because who you are becoming has made you worthy of them. Think of it this way, if you're chasing butterflies, you might catch one or two by luck. But if you create a garden, butterflies come to you. That's the difference. Chasing is exhausting. Attracting is powerful. You don't have to run after success when you build a life, a character, and a mindset that naturally invites it. So the focus is not on the chase, the focus is on the becoming. What are you learning? How are you growing? What habits are you strengthening? Are you becoming the kind of person who can be trusted with more responsibility, more opportunity, more abundance? Because success is not just about having, it's about handling. If you're not prepared for it, even if you catch it, you won't keep it. But if you've built yourself up, success will not only come, it will stay. That's why personal growth is everything. Read the books, not just for information, but for transformation. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to rise higher. Practice discipline until it becomes your nature. Build habits that create momentum. Every step you take in improving yourself is like adding another piece of magnetism to your life. And little by little, you become a person who attracts what you once thought you had to chase. When you work on yourself, you won't have to convince people of your worth. They'll see it. You won't have to chase opportunities. They'll find you. You won't have to fight for recognition. It will come naturally because your value has increased. Success is not about running harder, it's about becoming more. And the beautiful thing is, this process never ends. You can always keep becoming, keep growing, keep attracting. There's no limit to how much value you can create in yourself, and therefore no limit to how much success you can attract. The greater the person you become, the greater the rewards that follow. So stop chasing. Stop exhausting yourself in the pursuit of success as if it were running from you. Instead, turn the energy inward. Work harder on yourself than you do on the chase. Become wiser, become stronger, become more disciplined, become more valuable. Because when you do, success will not be something you chase. It will be something you can't keep away. Reading, learning, and discipline are tools that sharpen your future. Think of your life as a blade. Over time, without sharpening, the blade grows dull. It loses its edge. And when you try to cut through challenges, when you try to carve out a future, it becomes harder and harder. That's how life works. If you stop sharpening yourself, your edge disappears. But with the right tools, reading, learning, and discipline, you stay sharp, you stay ready, and you stay ahead. Reading is one of the greatest ways to sharpen your mind. When you read, you borrow wisdom from someone else's years of experience. A book condenses decades into days. You can learn in a few hours what took someone a lifetime to discover. Reading stretches your perspective. It introduces new ideas, challenges old thinking, and inspires better action. The difference between people who grow and those who remain stuck often comes down to what they feed their minds. If you feed your mind with distraction, gossip, or empty noise, don't be surprised when your life feels shallow. But if you feed your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and truth, you'll build a foundation that no one can take from you. Learning goes beyond just reading. It's the habit of curiosity. It's asking, what can I learn from this? In every situation. You learn from your failures, you learn from your mentors, you learn from your challenges. Learning means you refuse to stay the same. Life will keep testing you until you pass the lesson, so why not commit to learning every day? Those who keep learning never stop advancing. They find ways to adapt, to adjust, to create solutions. The world changes quickly, and only learners keep up. The moment you stop learning, you start falling behind, and then there is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between knowledge and results. You can read all the books, you can attend all the seminars, you can gather all the information. But without discipline, nothing happens. Discipline is doing what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. It's the daily practice of applying what you've learned. Discipline is what turns intentions into habits and habits into a lifestyle. Without it, your future remains dull. With it, your future becomes sharp, focused, and powerful. When you put reading, learning, and discipline together, you create a compounding effect. Reading fills your mind. Learning applies that knowledge in real life. Discipline makes it consistent. And over time, these three tools sharpen you into a person of immense value. You become someone who can cut through obstacles, who can shape opportunities, who can stand strong in the face of challenges. The tragedy is that many people neglect these tools. They stop reading after school, thinking they've learned enough. They stop being curious, assuming they already know. They avoid discipline, preferring comfort over growth. And then they wonder why life feels difficult, why opportunities pass them by, why they feel stuck. The answer is simple: they've let their blade grow dull. But the good news is it's never too late to sharpen yourself again. Pick up a book. Feed your mind. Stay curious. Ask questions. Seek mentors. And most importantly, practice discipline every day. Do the small things consistently. Over time, the edge returns. And once you're sharp again, life begins to open in ways you never imagined. So remember, reading, learning, and discipline are not just good habits. They are survival tools. They are the sharpening stones of your future. Use them daily. Keep your edge. Because in a world full of dull blades, the sharp one always stands out.